Hello dear students, my name is Baykal Tıraş.
And I'm Emel Anar.
Welcome to our summer school language program.
We are here together with you from now on for 9 weeks.
And we are going to improve our English, and of course we are going to have fun together. And if you are ready, we can start to talk about our school lives first. Okay, let's move. Here we have 4 people. I want to ask you where they are studying. First, let's match the schools with the students in the photos. For example, here we have 4 types of schools here. Elementary school, the first one, middle school, the second one, high school, and university. Miss Emma, may I ask you, what do you think? For example, this young boy, where is he studying, do you think? What level? Or what school?
I think the boy in blue is probably going to high school, and the young lady next to him is going to elementary school.
Yeah, because she's very young, right? And what about this lady? What do you think about her?
The lady seems the oldest one, so she must be going to university.
Yes, and this boy should be a middle school student. Shall we check our answers?
Of course.
Okay, and yes, she is an elementary school student. He is a middle school student. He is a high school student, and she is a university student. Yeah. Now, may I ask you about your school life? Which schools did you graduate from?
I firstly went to my elementary school in my neighborhood. Then I had my middle school education and high school education at the same school. And finally I graduated from university, Hacettepe University, and I studied English language and literature departments. Oh. So what about you?
And I studied, I graduated from elementary school, middle school and high school in Ankara. And I graduated from Boğaziçi University in Istanbul. Now, dear students, we would like to ask you a question. Where are you studying and which schools did you graduate from? Here we have an example for you. I am studying at blah blah Anatolian High School. You can also say technical high school or science high school, etc. I graduated from blah blah elementary school first, and then I graduated from blah blah middle school. You can say it on your own and practice. Okay? Now, shall we move to the next slide?
Sure.
Yes? Okay. And here we would like to ask you a question. You are all high school students, and what do you want to study at university and why? Here again we have an example for you. I want to study. There are many departments at university, as you see. Here we have some examples for you, like medicine, engineering, teaching, literature, fine arts, music, economics, law, pharmacy, and then you give your reason, like because I want to blah blah, because I love blah blah, or because I am interested in blah blah. Now, can you please say your example? What do you want to study at university?
Okay, let me be a high school student now.
Okay, yes, good.
I want to study medicine because I want to help the people in need, actually. So what about you?
I think I want to study, it's not in here, but I can say I want to study archaeology because I am interested in ancient civilizations.
So great.
Okay, so now let's move
on.
Okay, dear students, here before we continue, we want to give you some examples when you communicate with people. You know, asking questions is always important.
Exactly.
So, let me ask the questions and you answer.
Okay.
So the first one is, where are you from? As you can see, I am from Spain. Okay, and how do you spell your name?
The correct answer should be D, actually, B-A-R-N-Y.
Yes, and next question is, how do you go to school?
The correct answer is A. I go to school on foot.
Yeah. Okay.
And
next question. What do you like doing in your free time?
H is the correct answer. I like walking with my dog.
Yes. And what is your favorite football club?
B is the correct one. I'm a fan of Real Madrid.
Yes. And do you like playing football?
Yes, I do. C.
Yes. And would you like to drink something?
Yes, I'd love to.
Okay. Or sometimes we can say no, thank you.
Of course.
If you refuse. And what do you do?
The last one is I'm a student.
You know, dear students, this we use this question when we ask the job of a person. So, shall we do it with our real information this time?
Sure, I will be glad to.
Okay. Would you like to ask me some questions?
Okay. Where are you from?
I am from Kırşehir, Turkey. And you?
I'm also from Ankara. I'm from Ankara, Turkey.
Okay.
And how do you spell your name?
My name is Baykal. It is B-A-Y-K-A-L. And how do you spell your name?
E-M-E-L.
Okay. And how do you go to school? You are a teacher, you are not a student, but how
Yes.
do you go to school?
I'm a teacher now. I go to school every day, but unfortunately, I don't have my own car, so I take a bus to school every day.
Okay, never mind. It is very good for the environment, right?
Actually.
And I go to school by car. And may I ask about your hobby? What do you like doing in your free time?
I mostly chat with my friends, so I like being with them together. And I also like reading about English literature. So what about you?
I like traveling and watching TV series in my free time.
So nice.
And I have another question. Are you interested in football?
Unfortunately not, but I'm a great supporter of Galatasaray. Do you follow football matches?
Of course I do. I am a fan of Beşiktaş.
Okay.
Okay. And for example, we have another question. Would you like to drink something after this course?
Sure. I would love to.
Okay, great. And last question. What do you do?
I'm a teacher now.
And I am a teacher too.
Okay.
Okay. So, dear students, you may practice these kinds of questions on your own. Okay. Now let's move. Here we have a form, as you can see, and the name of the person in the form is Miguel Eduardo. You know, dear students, asking questions is very important if you want to communicate with people. Here we will have a practice like this. I'm going to make sentences and your teacher will ask the questions.
Together.
Okay, so the first question is about the name, as you all know very well. My name is Miguel Eduardo. What is the relevant question for this?
The relevant question should be, what's your name, as you know?
Yes, exactly. And the second question is about age. I am 17 years old.
You are so familiar with the question, actually. The question should be, how old are you?
Yes, let's see. Okay. The third question is talking about our countries. I am from Mexico. What is the relevant question?
This is the basic question in English, so you already know the question. Where are you from?
Yes. Or we can use where do you come from as well, right? And the next question is, I live in Mexico City. So what should be the question?
The question is, where do you live?
Exactly. Okay. And my telephone number is 16554137. So how can you ask about my telephone number?
What's your telephone number?
Exactly.
Or what's your phone number?
Yes, we can use both. And my address is San Antonio Street, number 18/2, Mexico City.
And if I want to know your address, I use this question. What's your address?
Yes. Now I have an idea. Why don't we change the roles? This time you get Miguel Eduardo,
Okay.
and I ask the questions. Would you mind?
Sure. I like social networking.
So the question should be, what are your hobbies? Let's check. Yes.
It's correct. And I do snowboarding and athleticism.
And what sports do you do?
I agree with you.
Yes, or we can also use, which sports do you do?
My favorite sports person is Usain Bolt.
And who is your favorite sports person?
Exactly. And my favorite music type is hip hop.
What type of music do you like? Or we can also say, yes, as you can see, what kind of music do you like? May I ask you one of these questions? For example, what kind of music do you really like?
Okay. To be honest, listen to thrash metal.
Oh, really? Interesting.
How about you? What do you listen to?
I like, let me think, pop music, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, let's move. And next question, 11th questions.
So my favorite singer is Celine Dion.
So the question should be, who is your favorite singer?
Okay, that's correct. So the last one is, I speak both Spanish and English.
Okay, so the question should be, which languages or what languages do you speak? Okay. Now, would you like to ask me one of these questions? I would like to answer with my real information.
Maybe I have a question that
Yes.
I really wonder. Who is your favorite sports person?
My favorite sports person is definitely Lionel Messi.
Okay.
You know,
Because you said,
he's a magician.
yes, you said you are interested in sports.
Yes,
and
exactly.
football.
And I am a fan of Beşiktaş, but also Barcelona
Okay, so
in the
nice.
European League. May I ask you this question? What languages do you speak?
I speak Turkish. This is my mother tongue,
yes.
of course, and I'm an English teacher. I teach English, so I can speak Turkish.
Okay, and I speak Turkish, of course, English and Dutch.
Oh, so nice.
Okay, so dear students, you may practice these questions and answers all the time because it is very important to communicate, as I have just said. Now, here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a listening comprehension. You know, the more you listen, the more you understand. That is the basic rule. Now, here, there is a student ID cards, and this lady is from Exeter High School. Which information do we have in here? Miss Emma, name.
We have names, surnames, our date of birth and places of birth, and also addresses on our
Yes.
student ID cards. So when
Student number and until when it is valid too. Dear students, now while you listen, you are supposed to fill in these blanks because these three parts are missing. We would like to listen and take a pencil and fill in the blanks. If you are ready, I can start the audio. Okay? Ready? Yes.
Hello. What's your name, please?
My name's Jane Brown.
Okay. And what's your date of birth?
It's 11th of the 3rd, 2001.
Thank you. And where's your place of birth, please?
It is Exeter, the UK.
All right. And what's your address?
My address is 18 Oak Street, Exeter, the UK.
What's your telephone number?
My telephone number is 0553 45 673.
Thank you for the information. Your new student number is 1034, and your student ID is valid to 27th of November 2021.
Okay. I hope it is not very difficult. Do you think? Is it difficult?
no, it was so easy, and I think all our students could catch the missing words here.
So let's check the answers and see if everybody has done it. Okay, so do you remember the date of birth?
Yes, I do. She was born in 2001.
Let me check. And place of birth is the UK. It also says Exeter, but you know it is a private name, so you don't have to write it down. But you should write the UK. And finally, the telephone number 0553. Let me have your guess.
No, I don't remember the rest of the.
Okay, so then let's see the answer. Okay, so 445673. Okay, I hope everyone has done it correctly. So now we have another listening activity, but this time we have a university student.
Yes.
Okay, this time his surname is missing, his place of birth is missing, and there is a small part missing in his address. So you are supposed to listen and fill in the blanks. Okay, guys? If you are ready, we can go on.
Conversation B.
Hello, what's your name and surname?
Hello, my name is Zhao Ming.
Zhao Ming? How do you spell your name and surname?
Well, my name's Zhao. Z-H-A-O. And my surname is Ming. M-I-N-G.
Zhao Ming. Okay. What's your date of birth, please?
It's 13/05/1999.
Where are you from?
I'm from China.
What's your address?
My address is 223 Crossroad, London, the UK.
And your phone number, please?
My phone number is 0563720067.
Okay, shall we check the answers now?
That's
again?
all.
Of course.
His surname is, it's a Chinese surname.
Ming, and it is spelled with M-I-N-G.
Yes, and his place of birth is very
so
clear.
easy,
Yes.
it's China.
Okay. And what about the missing part in his address?
If I'm not wrong, 223.
Let's check.
Yeah, we're correct.
Okay, so now let's move. Okay, now we want to talk about a different subject, ladies and gentlemen. I always use these expressions in my classes. Okay, so as you might know, many teenagers go to attend summer schools in Turkey or in other countries, and they have reasons or motivations for this. Here we have written some motivations or reasons for you. First, we want to read them one by one.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is, would you like to read?
Of course, having a better job in the future.
Yes, this is a good reason.
Learning a language better.
Yes.
Making new friends around the world, and knowing more about another culture firsthand. Traveling and learning more, and expanding their points of view.
This might be a difficult sentence. Shall we translate it into Turkish? Expanding their points of view. How can we say it in Turkish?
Bakış açılarını genişletmek in Turkish.
And
so
developing their skills and experiences. This is also difficult. How can you say it?
Let's translate it also.
Yes.
Becerilerini ve deneyimlerini geliştirmek.
Yes, exactly. And breaking out the monotony of their routines. Again, this is difficult, I guess.
Okay, let's translate it also. Günlük hayatın monotonluğunu kırmak.
And having more fun, feeling more independent. Independent means, you know, free, okay? And sharing their values and traditions. Is it also difficult? Shall we translate it into Turkish?
Yeah, it may be. So let's translate. Değerlerini ve geleneklerini paylaşmak.
Yes. So, as we have said, many students go to or attend summer schools. For example, may I ask you, imagine that you are a high school student again. What would be your motivations? What would be your reasons to attend the summer schools in another country, for example?
My first reason would be traveling and learning more. The second reason would be learning a language better. And the last one is having more fun.
Yeah.
And what about you?
My first one would be traveling and learning more. I guess it is your top one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And developing my skills and experiences would be my second reason. And finally, I can say, for example, making new friends around the world. Maybe you know, I also joined some Erasmus Plus projects, and I have many friends from different countries in Europe by means of such a organization.
Okay, so great.
Okay,
so let's move on.
What do you think, dear students? For example, what would be your top 3 ones? Read and choose 3. I guess they have already done it while we were talking. Okay, now here, dear students, we have a scenario for you. Imagine that you attend a summer language course, let's say in New York, and you meet Hannah at the course. The name of this lady is Hannah, and you are supposed to stay at your uncle's house, and you like watching comedy movies. Your teacher will be Hannah this time, and she's going to chat with you. I am sure you will speak out in front of your TVs. You shouldn't be shy because nobody sees you, right? Okay.
Let me be Hannah, and please answer my questions because this is our dialogue together. So let's start. Hi, I'm Hannah. What's your name? Yeah, I can hear your answers. My name is, and nice to meet you. So what do you say? Nice to meet you too.
Okay.
And where are you from? Okay, you tell me where you are from now.
Okay.
And I'm from Germany. Where do you live? So please state the city you live in. And I live in Berlin, Germany. Are you staying in New York now?
Okay, here's the answer.
Okay. I'm staying at a hostel. Do you like watching movies? Yes, you do. Really? I like watching comedies too. And I'm planning to go to the cinema after the course. Would you like to go with me? If you say, yes, I'd love to, that's great.
Thank you very much. It was a nice exercise. Okay, and let's move. Now you are supposed to put the conversation in order. Shall we do it together, please?
Of course.
Okay, so what is the first sentence or question?
When you meet somebody new, the first question must be, hi, how are you?
Let's check. Yes, and hello, I'm okay, thanks, but I am lost.
Where do you need to go?
I need to go to the library. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I do. I'm going to the library now. Let's go together.
Really? Okay, great, thank you.
No problem, come with me.
Yes, so we have done all of them correctly. Okay.
So, dear students, this is all for today. And I hope you enjoyed well and done all the things correctly.
And we would like to see you next week with a different subject.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.